Hi guys, and welcome to this Walking Dead battle report. So it's been a while since we played The Walking Dead. I've been watching it again on television, so why not crack out the models and have a bit of fun? I'm not going to be using the solo rules. I'm actually going to be playing as if I'm both players, if that makes sense, and sort of seeing like what situations come about and seeing what happens. But we have got the man, the legend that is Negan and his Saviours. Is going to be clearing the main streets of the Scavengers, led by Derek. So it's a bad off. Well, it's not really a bad off, is it? Let's be honest. Negan's the man. So we've got Negan with Lucille, and it's the bad mother Fudger version. We've got Sherry, the budding lieutenant, with some bandages, and Tara, budding lieutenant, with a hunting knife. And against him, the mean Derek with his pistol, Andy with a revolver. We've got Sandra with a kitchen knife and Patrick with a bat. We all know there's only one man with a bat in this game. So let's see, setup wise, who's got initiative. So on a police badge, the Saviours will have initiative. So they have. So let's get set up and then come back to you. Okay, and that's how we've set up. So we've got Saviours sort of clumped together here. I want to make use of Sherry's ability to give Negan his action, or someone else, but yeah, it's Negan. And Tower on the side there, hoping to clear out these walkers here and actually start getting some of the objectives. Other side, the Scavengers are sort of split up. We've got Andy and Derek there. Might use their pistols and create some mayhem, who knows. And then we've got the others at the side there. So the Saviours have the initiative. Let's get on with the turn one. Okay, so I think we're going to actually start with Tara. She's a runner, so I'm going to actually I'm going to get her stuck in, and she gets bonuses against walkers. So I think we're going to run her over this barrier, like such, into that walker there. Now that generates noise, so the closest walker is going to be dragged into her, which is our shamble. So there we go. Okay, Patrick the other side, does he need to run there? Can he actually sneak? He's going to actually sneak into that walker like that, avoiding all the noise, ready to smash its head in. Negan, the man, the legend, he's going to get into this walker, I think. So he's just going to sneak to there to avoid creating noise. Hopefully that walker will snap into him with the kill zone. And he's just going to look hard as nails with his bat on his shoulder. Okay, Sandra's going to sneak into contact with his car, and she's going to search it. So I'll take the marker off. We can go on Sandra's car, so they've got one. Let's see what she gets. Bandages, lovely. So Sandra gets some bandages. She's going to go in her hand. Okay, so Sherry is just going to sneak behind Negan and prepare herself for next turn. Okay, so Derek, being the fool that he is, he's going to move there, sneak there, should I say? And he's going to shoot that walker. We've got acres of space here, so 2 red for his pistol, 1 white for his ability. See what he does. So it's 2 solid hits, but doesn't actually kill the walker because he's not got a headshot. Brilliant. So the walker is laid prone. Not killed, laid prone. And that creates mayhem. So any walker within 10 is going to shuffle or shamble towards him. Ooh, hello. So actually gains him a walker. In combat, let's have a look over here where the gunshot would have gone off. So that walker's going to bump there. It would stop. We've got another walker here, which will walk and just clip onto the car there. So, final action is Andy. I think that Andy is going to... Let's have a think. I think he's going to move to there. No, he's not. He's going to sneak forward to there, and he's going to shoot that walker. So Andy has a revolver, which adds white, and he's got a red shoot ability. So let's have a look, see what he does. So he actually kills a walker outright with a headshot. Pap. good man Andy, but he may be out of ammunition. Which on a blank, he'd be out of bullets. He's not, so he's actually still got some bullets there and he's managed to kill a walker, so well done. However, it does create mayhem, so let's have a look, see what moves in. And he's 10 inch from him. So the walker's going to start coming around the corner. Out. It affects that walker as well over here. There's a walker over here, but he's just going to tag against the fence. Okay, there we go. So that's the end of all the activations. It's now onto the combat phase, onto the event phase, should I say. We've got some walker kill zones to check, so that walker's going to tag into Negan. That's a bad move on that walker's behalf, isn't it? And over there we're in combat. Alright. Event card, top of the deck, what have we got? Frayed nerves. So we're all quiet at the minute, we're still only on threat 1. One model with low nerve, chosen by the player with initiative, creates noise. Okay, so Andy's got low nerve, hasn't he? Sherry has as well. I'm going to make Andy create noise because it's Andy, isn't it, at the end of the day? And then that event card is gone. And that will actually shamble a walker into him, into the combat phase. Okay, so our threat level's gone up to 2 because we have some melees. Let's get smashing, shall we? Negan has the initiative, or the Saviours have the initiative, and he's going to lead by example and pat this walker in the head with his bat. So Negan's a bit of a monster. He has a blue, and then Lucille has 2 whites. And he's also a bruiser, so he gets to re-roll 1 of the dice. If you get a critical hit with Lucille, you immediately add another white to the roll against a walker. Okay, so Negan. Which we are actually going to add another white there. That's just massive damage. Walker. So they cancel each other out. There's 4 damage and a headshot to that walker. He just splats it with Lucille in 1 hit. That's how the big man does it. Okay, so Tara's fighting 2 walkers. Now, Tara has a white melee, and she has a red for her kitchen knife, and also adds a red as a special rule against walkers. However, walkers get more dangerous when there's multiple of them. So they will actually be rolling 3 red. So let's have a go. So the walkers first. So the walkers score 2, which is a bit of a bit of a lucky escape maybe. And Tara. Okay, so we've got a good roll there. So she's killed 1. So the 2 damage is done across. It's 2 and a headshot. So I'm going to kill that walker and push that one back like such. Because this is the lieutenant, she's lieutenant, and this is the bad mother fudger version of Negan. That actually impresses Negan. What that does is it gives Tara an additional red dice to add to any roll moving forward. So, there we go. And the walker is laid prone because it's been damaged by Tara. Not a bad start to the Saviours. Let's see what the Scavengers can pull out of the bag. Okay, so Derek over here, he's going to actually fight the walker in melee. So he has 1 white dice. Oh dear. And the walker, ooh. Okay, so that pushes him back. Jams in for 2 and a bite. Over here we have Andy, and he's going to melee the walker for white for 1. Almost. It's a draw, so the combat's a draw. Just continues to fight on. Just separate them up slightly because the survivors always count as beating a walker in a draw. There we go. Okay, over here we have Patrick with his bat. Gets 2, and the walker gets 1. So Patrick wins, pushes the walker away, knocks him over. And that is the end of the melee phase. End of the turn. Let's see if some walkers stand up. So this boy here. No. Guy over there. No. And the walker over here does. Standing like that. There we go. Poor Derek over here has been bitten. Now the way a bite works is roll a black and see what happens. So he's okay this time. If he was to get a blank, he'd actually continue to lose health. So it's a bit of a precarious situation to be bitten. Okay, so that's the end of the first turn. It's now turn 2. Initiative switches. You can borrow my bat, Derek. And it's over to turn 2. Okay, we're going to start with Andy, and he's actually going to shoot this walker point blank in the face. So he's got a red shot, he has a white for a revolver. So if we can do something, nope. Well, that was shocking. It does knock the walker down, however it causes mayhem. So this walker is actually more than likely going to be dragged into him. In a shambles, yes, which it is. So there we go, so that one's there. Let's just double check if any other walkers would be affected by that. He's up against the fence. That one's going to stay there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so for the Saviours, I think Negan's going to move there and search this. So take it off, see what he's got. In the supplies, it's an ammo reload. Okay, that's fair enough. It can go in his backpack. You don't need ammo when you've got a bat. There you go, that's one thing, isn't it? So back over to the Scavengers. Derek's just going to engage this walker. The reason he's doing that is obviously I want to be able to freely move her, and I need the walker sort of pinned down a little bit because I don't want to be in a position where she's suddenly going to get jumped by Negan and probably annihilated. So we're just going to engage that walker. Sherry is going to go into contact with this car and search this objective. Let's have a look. What have we got, Sherry? Nothing. Brilliant. Nothing of use. It's better than Roma, eh? Okay, Derek is going to sneak to there and take a gunshot at Negan. Okay, so Derek shot. Oh, okay. So Negan gets to make a defence roll, basically. So he's got blue defence. So he stops 1. So basically it's 1 and a headshot. Now a headshot doesn't kill Negan, it basically just does 2 damage to him. He's chipped Lucille's beautiful for him, and he's probably going to get his head smashed in for that. There you go. And we're a mayhem causing madman. So we've got a walker there, and the walker's going to start coming around like that. He's dragging them all into him, isn't he? Okay, Sandra's going to sneak around here, just hoping to stay out of these kill zones. Tara's going to move into contact with the car, and she's going to search it. See what we get. A metal pipe with bludgeon. Brilliant. You can go in your backpack. Take it back to the sanctuary. Okay, so in the event phase, let's check those kill zones. That is just clipping Derek, so he's going to go in there. Not clipping anyone. They're engaging combat. Doesn't have a kill zone. He's down, and we've got some fighting over the side. Okay, so let's have a look at our event card. What are we going to get? Alarm. Right, okay. The player with initiative chooses a car or a resource hub. Okay, if possible, it must be done. That has no survivors within 6. I don't think that's going to happen. The car alarm goes off, creating mayhem. The car will cause mayhem again at the start of every event phase until a survivor model moves into contact with the user search and turn it off. Once it has been shut off, discard this card. So as the Scavengers initiative, I'm going to pick this one. There's no car without a survivor within 6. The idea here is it'll actually drag this walker away. So they will shambles directly towards it. I'll go directly towards the middle of it like that. Okay, the combat phase. So the threat tracker's gone up to 3. We've got the Scavengers over here fighting with a variety of walkers. And actually the Saviours are all, are all perfectly fine. So, how are we going to do this? I think we'll do Derek first. We'll just work our way around. However, with handguns, you can actually shoot them in combat, which is what I should have done last term. So we'll do some handgun shooting before we actually fight anything. Okay, so Derek's handgun shot there against that walker. It's not actually going to kill the walker by the look of that. So, it just sort of, but it does prone her. Okay, creates mayhem, but every walker's engaged already. I'll have to check the one that he sent towards the Saviours and see where that one ends up. and there we go. What great tactical planning. We've got Andy. He's going to have a pap with his pistol into this walker's face because it's, to be fair, better than combat. So that's what he gets. Okay, so we've gone off there, but he has actually got quite a good result. So it's 2 hits. It's going to kill the walker regardless. So yeah, rolling the dice. No, so it's 2 damage and a headshot. Kills our walker outright. Pap. Creates mayhem again though. So I believe that happens. Which is really helpful because he's fired, so he's ended up fighting anyway. In the following melee, so Andy's actually shot his gun. He needs to see if he's out of ammo, first of all. So he is. So Andy is out of bullets with his revolver, but he's not done too bad with it, has he? What happens now? This walker fights him and Andy can only defend. However, he does have 2 red for defence, so Andy's defence roll is at 1, and the walker's attack is nothing, so Andy actually wins and pushes the walker back. Now we've got quite a few prone walkers here, so let's do it like that. There we go. Over here we've got Derek with his bat, who's going to have a bit of a swing. So the walker, oh, that's a big hit, that's a big hit. There we go. Now the walker. Okay, cancel each other out. So it's 2 damage and headshot, splats it, dead. Okay, end of the turn. Let's see if any of these actual walkers stand up. So Grandpa Walker's up behind the Saviours. This one here, no. That one, no. That one, yes. So it's looking ropey. The walkers are always the most dangerous thing on the board, as they quite rightly should be. We have infection as well, so poor Derek is still bit. He needs a badge to be okay. So he's not, so he takes another point of damage. So that stays only down to 2 hit points left before he becomes a walker. And there we go. So now we're into turn 3. Let's see what happens. The initiative passes back over to Negan. And the Saviours. Let's put it there, look. I'm going to start with Sherry, and I'm going to move around this car and turn this alarm off with an action. I just don't want that. If a large sort of swarm of walkers came in, it could cause a lot of damage and issues, so that's Sherry's activation done. Okay, so we've got Derek. He's actually going to run through this gap, and because he's a fool, he's going straight into Negan. Now I think Negan's more than capable of dealing with him. Scavengers are probably going to, well, they are going to go for this, aren't they? Let's be honest. But I'm going to use Tara just to move into this walker here and get rid of it. Scavengers, we're going to move into contact with that and search. So that's Sandra with another one. Let's see what she's got. Oh, it's a lurker. The searching model suffers a melee attack with 2 red and may only defend. The attacker is subject to the bitten rule. Ooh. Increase the threat level by 1 and discard this card. So she's already bit. Attack for 2 damage. She gets to defend, however, which she has a white dice for defence, which she stops the 2 damage, but she's bitten. Threat level goes up to 4, pushing us into low threat. And Sandra, unfortunately, has been bit. Okay, so Derek's in contact with this prone walker here. Andy, however, is going to sneak there and shoot that walker. Oh no, he can't, he's out of bullets, he's out of bullets, he's out of bullets. He's just going to move into contact with that walker. There we go. So the event phase, I think we're only checking that kill zone. He's just out, that walker, I believe. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, it's just out, just out. So, no kill zones. Let's see what the event card is. We have got roamers, so we're all quite in low threat. Each player moves 1 eligible walker in the direction of their choice. Okay. So, what I'm going to do with that, it'll be the Saviours first. So, I'm going to move that walker straight into him. And I think that is actually all the eligible walkers currently on the board. We've not had any more come back yet, have we? Or not had any add to the area. Combat phase, threat goes up to 5. We're going to have a handgun shot there. Because why would you not? All the walkers are either down or engaged. So it makes sort of sense. So we're going to have plenty of handgun shots. That's what we wanted, look. So 3 in a headshot, just going to kill that walker outright. Pap. Mayhem's caused. However, all the walkers are actually engaged, so they won't move. Okay, so over here we're going to have Tara against the walker. She's not going to use her red dice she's got for impressing Negan. I don't think she needs to against 1. So we have a white melee, and she has a kitchen knife, and she adds a red against walkers. So let's see what she can do. So it's 3. There's not a headshot there, but she does get to reroll. So I'm going to reroll that dice. So it's 4 damage, which is pretty spectacular against nothing from a walker. So just push it back and knock it over. only a headshot will take a walker out of play. Okay, over here we've got Patrick taking a swing at Negan. He can reroll 1 red because he is a bruiser. Okay, so that's Patrick's got a grand total of 2. Okay, let's show this lad who's the boss, shall we? So we'll put that there. We know that Patrick's got 2. I just need the additional white dice for Lucille. So Patrick's got 2. Negan. Okay, so straight to 4. So obviously Negan wins that encounter, knocks Patrick back and sends him prone. Correction, he's only pushed back because there's no headshot, but he has taken a cheeky 2 damage there straight away. Now this is an interesting situation because Derek used his handgun. In the following melee he can only defend, but he's in contact with a prone walker, so I'm assuming that he defends and he wins but doesn't cause any damage to that. So correct me if I'm wrong with that. So I'm just going to separate him slightly. Over here we've got Andy, which is he's got a white dice for melee. He's going to be attacking the walker. Ooh. It's a draw. Andy wins, but no damage, so it just pushes the walker back. End of the turn, does this walker stand up? No, it doesn't. Does that walker stand up? No. Does that walker stand up? Yes. So that walker's up. And do we take a point of damage on poor old Derek? He does. He's down to 1 hit left. Oh dear, that bite's going to hurt him, I think. So, over to turn 3, the initiative goes back to the Scavengers. Okay, brave Derek's going to move into Negan. To stop him, basically, from interjecting himself. Tower's going to go into that walker, so we just need to get rid of it, I think, because we're currently, the Saviours actually have 1 supply counter up on the Scavengers. However, over here, there's actually quite a lot, so Derek's going to go into that walker. Is he going to go into that walker? No, he's going to move over there and he's going to search. Might as well go. Oh. Okay, it's a lurk. Let's have a look. So he's bitten. Oh wow. Okay. His defense is white. It kills him. Brilliant. So he opens a box and gets killed for his trouble. Okay, so he's going to be removed from play now. The supply counter he just picked up is dropped in place, and he's actually replaced, I believe, with a walker. So we'll put him there. And it's prone. Now, I was looking through the book and obviously it says if you die it's not a headshot and so on and so forth. He was bitten as well, so I think it's quite characterful to put a walker there. Andy's looking a bit ropey there, isn't he? Okay, so yeah, let's move on. So Sherry is actually going to... let's have a look. I think she has to get herself over there, but I'm a bit concerned about that survivor. So... Sherry's actually going to sneak around here and just sort of wait in the middle to support all of those. Now, unfortunately, Sandra is not looking great, is she? So, I think the solution here is we need to get rid of those walkers around. He's dead and he could pick those up. So let's go into, we're going to sneak into combat with that walker. Saviours are all done. So Andy is going to sneak into combat with that walker. Okay, so the event phase, let's see what happens. Let's pull an event card. Pandemonium. A word on the threat, we're actually at threat 9, so I've not been moving it on for the mayhem. So we're at medium threat just. So each player rolls 2 blue and moves that many eligible walkers. Then blue walkers enter play. Well, there are no eligible walkers, so it's going to be blue walkers enter play. For 2. Okay, so it's going to be combats, but we're going to check some kill zones first, to be fair, in the event phase. So walkers have entered, 1 there and then 1 there. Engaged, and either down or engaged. Okay, so on to the combat phase. Threat goes up, we're now at threat 11. Let's do some fighting. So we've got Andy against a walker. Oh, well, he's not doing bad, is he, Andy? There we go, so Andy actually kills that walker outright, good man. And we've got Sandra against a walker, so the walker gets nothing. This is your opportunity right here, Sandra. And she has, oh brilliant, she's got a kitchen knife. So she, oh, kills it, there you go. There you go, look at the Scavengers taking names. Patrick against Negan, so Patrick, okay. So he's got 2 and a thing. Negan has a blue and 2 whites. So far Patrick has got that. Okay, so Negan wins, obviously, because he's Negan. Because I've got that, I can add another white to the roll. Oh, there you go, son. That's how you get sat down. And if we look at it, so that basically cancels that out. It's 3 damage to Patrick, which is enough to kill him. Splats him. He's dead. You don't mess with a big dog. And we have a prone walker, just like that. Now, Negan has a special rule as well. If he removes 1 or more survivors from playing melee, all friendly saviours treat their nervous high for the following activation phase, which is great because we've actually just gone into medium threat. And over here we have Tara, who's going to be meleeing against the prone walker. Should we roll that red? Nope. There we go. So, got 4. And the walker can defend in this instance because it's prone. It's 3 damage, but it's enough to kill it because she basically just stamps on its head because it's prone. So that's another walker done. That impresses Negan as well. So her pool is now up to 2 red. Okay, so we've got Sandra, which is bitten, and she's okay. And let's see if these walkers stand up. So what was Patrick is up. The other walker is up. Oh dear. Here we go. We've got a walker there with Negan, which is up, stands up just to get put down again next turn. What's that? And there we go. So we're now into turn 4. We're at 11 threat, and things are getting a bit ropey, aren't they? However, if you look at it, we've got 4 counters to 2 now, so the Saviours are well ahead. Okay, Saviours to activate first. I'm going to run Tara. She's going to run. She's a runner, so she's actually going to run all the way up to there. Causes noise, and it will drag the closest eligible walker directly forward, which will attack into him. Sandra is going to turn around and they're going to have a knife fight, these 2 girls, just like that. And Sherry is going to just move to there, keeping as quietly as possible. Ready to pounce on some of these objectives, I think. Okay, so we've checked kill zones around on, and we're going to have another event. So let's see what happens. So, the hunger. So threat is now 12, and we are in medium threat. Each player rolls blue and moves that many eligible walkers towards the nearest survivor. So, 1 player would be 2. So we will say that would have been Negan. So that's going to move 1 over there at the top, and this chap here is going to move. Oh, all that shambles into Negan. Got the second roll, so it'll be number 1, which funnily enough is a walker over here, and I'll just move it across towards Sherry. There we go. Combat phase, we're now up to 13 threat, because we do have some fighting. We've got Negan against 2 walkers here. We've got the 2 girls fighting each other, and then we've got poor Andy against 2 walkers. So let's do Negan first. So the walkers will get 3 dice, and they score a flat 3, which is, fair play. And Negan is a blue and 2 whites. Okay, so he's scored 4, so he's actually won. However, he hasn't really killed any of them, has he? No, that's fine. So he's just going to push them back, and he'll knock that one over. He's done a point of damage to it. There we go. So we're going to have Sandra against Tara. I don't think this is going to go well for Sandra. So Sandra's attack is 1. She can reroll that if she likes. However, Tara is going to use her 2 dice for impressing Negan so far. She's going to use her white for melee, and she's going to use her hunting knife. And just, absolutely butchers her. Wow. So Sandra's on 1, but she can re-roll it. She re-rolls it into a 1 anyway. So Tara's just done, wow, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to her in 1 hit. That's just killed her outright with a headshot. dead. And lovely presents just fall out of her. That was absolutely horrific. That impression Negan mechanic is brilliant, isn't it? The Saviours are really, really, really good. Not forgetting poor Andy over the top. He's been doing alright with his melee, hasn't he? This is his attack. So he's got 2, not too bad. And the walkers. Andy actually wins. So the walkers score a total of 2. So he pushes them both back. Okay, initiative goes back over to the Scavengers, or should I say Scavenger, which is Andy. And he's... Tara's sort of spent a lot there, hasn't she? So he's just going to move into Tara, like that. Over here we've got Sherry's going to go into that walker. Negan is going to go into that walker. And that's all of the movement done. So, event phase. Let's see what we get. Too quiet. I don't know about that. We've just gone into high threat. Going to add 2 to the threat level. So we're now at threat 16. It's, yeah. Combat. So it goes up to threat 17. So as soon as one more threat is added to that, the game is actually over. Let's have a look. So let's get a swing in, shall we? So Negan's going to pat this walker. The walker. Oh, the walker's done quite well there, to be fair. Negan. Nope. Okay, so Negan still actually wins, pushing back and knocks him over. He's not been swinging that bat as well as we thought. We've got Sherry against a walker on the floor. So Sherry's only got a melee of red for 1. The walker gets to defend for 1. Yeah, so survivors always win ties, don't they? So she just stamps on his head and kills it. And over here we have Andy against Tara. Now Tara's actually really pretty nasty, isn't she? So, oh, I've knocked Negan. Oh, wow. Now Tara as well, I believe, can re-roll one of the reds. Let's just have a look. Yeah, she can re-roll a melee attack when armed with a sharp weapon. Okay, so that cancels out. So it's 2 and a headshot, so 3 damage to Andy, which will take him down to 1, 2, 3, 1 point remaining, and pushes him back. End of the turn. Let's see if we have any walkers standing up. There he does. And that's the lot. Okay, so next turn, probably the last turn of the game. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we are going to sneak Negan into him. He's had enough. It's time to bring the bat down. Andy obviously is now engaged, he can't activate. Tara is going to move into there and search it. She's just going to pick it up basically for another one. Now it's already been searched because it came out of someone she killed, so I imagine it's not to be searched again. And Sherry is going to nip into that one and do the same. Yeah, 5 tokens to none now. So the Saviours have actually kicked their heads in this so far. So it's the event phase. Won't stay down, so we're at high threat. Double blue walkers enter play. All prone walkers immediately stand up. Now we can roll it, but they're not actually going to make any difference. So 4 walkers enter play. We'll have it as a bit of a swarm entering. So we've got a herd coming this way. Let's do it like that. There we go. So they all enter play. And it's a melee phase. So in the melee phase, we've got Andy and Negan. Takes to 18 threats, so the game is actually over. But I just want to smash Andy's head in. So, Negan. Ooh, it's 4. It's 4. It's 4. Okay, Andy. 2 damage. Negan just pops him over the head with Lucille and kills him. So there we go. Our hero has saved the day and cleaned up these vagabonds, these scavengers that he found in the streets, and has managed to take lots of supplies back to the people of Sanctuary. So there we go, our hero of The Walking Dead continues his adventures. In all seriousness, this mechanic with the impressing Negan and Tara, that's incredible, because every time she kills a walker, she's getting an extra dice thrown to a pool, and that she just one-bombed Sandra just in one attack. Yeah, very, very cool. So there we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Something a bit different today, a bit of Walking Dead action. I love the game, still play it and enjoy it thoroughly. Hopefully next time we might see some whisperers, but, don't tell anyone. Shh. Thanks for watching, guys, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay well, subscribe for more Walking Dead content, and as always, happy hobbying.